Hello and welcome to Toy Polloi 2, and today we have an unboxing video. As just before Christmas I received this package from Erik in the US. He got in touch with me to say that he got a few pieces that he'd like to donate to the channel, some potential projects. So the package has arrived. Let's get on and open it and see what he sent in. So this package, that I say, is from Erik in the US, and normally packages from the US take a fair time to turn up here in the UK, especially when it's Christmas, but this one arrived really pretty quick. So let's get straight on and see what Erik has sent in. If I cut the tape at the top, I can see it actually says open this side, so I have, and there is a note in here. So let's take a look at what he says. It says, Dave, I'm sorry this package was so long in coming. I was unable to find all the pieces to the trouble bubble that I promised, so I've been trying to load the box with things that might balance their absence. Oh, there's no need to worry about that, Erik. There's some notes here. It says, I won't read those actually because it gives some details of what's inside. On the back it says, all the best for the holidays and New Year, Erik. P.S. Also a mile of mayhem. Have you considered doing a kilometre of Skeletors? Oh, that's an interesting idea. I haven't thought of that. So yeah, I may have to contemplate that for a future project. But a new miles mayhem is always welcome. So let's take a look and see what he has sent. Oh right, so there's a whole other thing in baggies. I think it's probably best if I just empty these out and we'll take a look at them without the box in the way. So as you can see, there's a fair old amount in here, and I can see here, this is the, they're called the Flight Pod? I think this is the Flight Pod. It's a G.I. Joe vehicle. I do actually have one of these, again in much the same condition. There appears to be quite a weak point sort of at the front here that snaps off. It actually looks like that is the piece there that has snapped off. The one I've got is in much the same condition with bits broken and bits missing. But maybe I can combine the two and actually make something out of the one that I've got. It's a really intriguing vehicle, but yeah, it does have a very weak point at the front. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting project. I will have to dig out the remains of mine, see if I can actually get something fixed up. I can then see one of the Fisher-Price Adventure people. This is one of the space versions. This looks remarkably like a sort of 2001 type outfit. It's a really nice figure. I think probably one of my favourite of the space sort of characters. You can see in there we've got the diver's head. They reuse lots of pieces on Fisher-Price figures, so you'll often see the same head sort of transplanted onto different figures, but that is a really nice one. Then let's head on into this box here. So what have we got in here? I can see there is a tiny little hat. It looks like possibly an Indiana Jones hat. Maybe there's something more about that later on. Let's have a look, see. And a couple of Doozer vehicles and a Miles Mayhem. Oh, look at that. There we go. So that is another Miles Mayhem for the collection. Absolutely amazing. And then we've got these two little Doozer vehicles. Those are really cool. I don't have these. I do absolutely love Doozers. I think Doozers are one of the greatest things in Fraggle Rock. Is this some sort of pullback vehicle? I don't think it is actually. It's just a little sort of a digger truck with 3 Doozers in it. That is really nice. And I can see there's another one here which looks like a forklift. Again with 3 Doozers sitting on it. Those are absolutely fantastic. I wonder where they are from. It does say, I can see it says Jim Henson Associates inside, so 1987, which is about the time Fraggle Rock came out. Those are absolutely fantastic. I've never seen those before, and they will sit really nicely with my little Doozer collection. And I almost missed it at the bottom of the box with those Doozer vehicles. Is this, and it's a little furry sort of Skeletor sticker. I believe it's a sticker. Maybe it's a sew-on thing. Maybe it can be made into a sew-on thing. It does look like it's on a bit of fabric. That looks really, really lovely. It's a sort of vintage sticker. Amazing, very cool indeed. Tucked inside the box was also all of these. They look like Star Wars related things. So first up we have a Boba Fett notepad from 1980. That is absolutely lovely. I can see it's actually been written on, so it says homeroom on the back of it. But yeah, oh look, it's even got notes inside it. So this is some child has used this as a notepad, I guess, in the homeroom there. We've got all sorts of bits of their homework. That is really actually pretty cool to see. I like things like this where you see that a pad has been used, but you know, as it should have been. But it's still a really nice piece, even though that's been used. That looks absolutely fantastic. I'm going to put that with my Star Wars collection because I think things like this, it just sort of gives you a sense of what was going on at the time. So a child would have been given this for sort of Christmas or a birthday, and then yeah, used it for school projects. That is really cool. We've also got a whole selection of Topps stickers from Return of the Jedi. Let me just rearrange these so we can have a look through them. There's a whole selection of them here. So we've got Jabba the Hutt there at the front. Then we've got Luke Skywalker. We've got Max Rebo. There's a little baby Ewok. We've got Nien Nunb. There's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Again, another Luke Skywalker. A bit of Yoda action. Salacious Crumb there. Han Solo. Oh, Biker Scouts, another Han Solo, Princess Leia, more Jabba the Hutt. That's really cool. I don't think I have many of these. I've been collecting, you know, Topps cards for a very long time, but I don't actually have these. So fantastic. Those are going to go with my Topps collection. Oh, look, and we've got two Return of the Jedi sew-on patches. Those can go straight on one of the nerd vests. We've also got another, what's this? This is a Return of the Jedi, that's a Yoda sticker. That's very cool. Never seen one of those before. We've got the booklet that used to come inside the boxes of Kenner toys. So this will show you all the toys that were available at the time. So there's a whole selection here of the figures. Then we've got the Max Rebo band. Always nice to see that. And that's the sort of thing as a child I would have marked on the pages what I wanted to get, even though chances are I would have never got them. But it's a nice little booklet to see. That's cool. And we've also got one final thing from Empire Strikes Back, which is R2-D2 and C-3PO. This looks like a promotional card. Oh, it's a photo card. Who made these? Topps again. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen those. That's pretty cool. You could get that framed up and put on the wall. Then we have another bag here. Let's tip this out, see what's inside. I can see, first up, there are a couple of Skeletors. So this we have, this is the Terraclaws version of Skeletor. So he has a little lever on the back. You can move him and his arms fly up and down. That's a really nice figure. I haven't actually picked up many Skeletors in a while. They don't seem to have been sort of at the toy fairs I've been going to. So that is lovely. Going to go with my nice growing Skeletor collection. And then I can see another one here. And this is a Battle Armor Skeletor, probably my favourite version of Skeletor because of the feature on his chest. And that one is working really nicely. What a lovely figure. Then I can see we've got two other things here. So what is this? Oh, right. This is an LJN version of Indiana Jones from the Temple of Doom. He looks like he's been well played with. But what a fantastic figure. This has the battlematic action that a lot of the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons figures have. So if you push the lever on his back, his arm moves up and down and he can do a sort of fighting action. This is not a figure I see particularly often at all. It's a really nice thing to see. And I'm guessing that's what the hat is for here. So this looks like a 3D printed hat. Yeah, I think you can see that that is a 3D printed hat. And I guess that would sit on his head like that. And there we go. That makes Indy look really pretty cool. I might have to see if I can make some accessories for him. He should come with a bag. I think he has a knife and also a whip. It might be quite good fun to actually do a bit of a restoration on this guy. Get him looking all nice again because it's a really good figure. Just a little bit of paint wear around the edges and on the back there. I think that would be a really fun project. So thank you for that one. And then what's in here? Oh, well, look, talking of LJN figures, here is another one. So this is the Ogre King from Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. This is one of the early figures, so this doesn't have the battlematic action, but that's a really nice figure. I do absolutely love the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons line of toys. They were one of my favourites as a child, and I still get great pleasure from sort of messing around with them now as an adult. Next we have this bag here. Let's see what is inside that. Oh, this is a mask vehicle. This is the Mask Buzzard. So that's another sort of vehicle that Miles Mayhem would have piloted. It turns into a racing car, if I believe I can get this all put together. How do you think that clips on there? I think we have to push some bits around. Does that go into there? Sort of clips on. So it's the bulk of a Buzzard. I can see it's missing this sort of rear spoiler. I can't get that actually to clip together. This is going to be another vehicle that I need to learn how it is actually sort of put together. But there's all sorts of pieces for that. We've got wings that pop out. If I press those, that's a really fun toy. Not one I have, so I think I'm going to have to track down some of the missing parts to that. But that is going to be a really fun project as well. I just need to work out how all these things clip together. It looks like that should clip on like that. Oh, there we go. It does clip on. Let's try and do the other side. Oh, there we go. So there you go. That is what it should look like. There should be a spoiler on the back. We're missing one of the covers here. But yeah, that is the Mask Buzzard. Then we have another bit of bubble wrap. So let's open this up. What have we got in here? Oh, it's more LJN Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. This is the Ogre King again. We've already seen this figure once here, but this looks like he's got most of his accessories. And a very common problem. This is something I've shown how to repair a few times now. The legs break off. It's a very common issue. They are held on with a T-bar, and either the O-ring inside breaks or the T-bar itself breaks. And I can see on that one, it looks to me like the T-bar is broken. And then there's a childhood repair there with some glue. Someone's glued that in place to sort of make it work. and get this figure sort of back up and playable with again. So yeah, he's not looking too bad. I guess we could actually just swap that one over, or I can repair the leg on that one, which is a pretty straightforward job. Then we have this bag, which actually tells me what it is. So this is a 1984 Mattel Marvel Secret Wars Wolverine with shield. Figure, I don't think I've ever seen this before. I'm not much on sort of Marvel superheroes, but I do know Wolverine. That's really nice. At the time I did read some of the comics, so we got his shield there. I guess that can clip on his hand there, and that is a lenticular little display. So if I move that, we can see Wolverine in action on his shield. Really nice. I like that figure. Just needs a little bit of a clean, and I can put him on display. And then finally we have this, which I believe is a G.I. Joe His Tank. This is not a toy I've ever seen before. I know of it, but I've actually never seen one in person, so I don't know quite what's supposed to go on. I guess we have a pilot that was sort of a gunner who sits in there. We've got a canopy in here we can open up, so you can put the pilot in. That is a really nice toy, just needs a little bit of a clean, and we can get that one up and looking really pretty nice. I've seen the sort of the UK version of this, which is sort of done in red and made to look like the sort of red shadows. But yeah, I've never seen this version. Is there supposed to be some sort of canopy on the back here that's missing? I'll have to do some research on that. If you know, then leave some comments below. But that is really cool. I'm looking forward to getting that one fixed up. I've got some figures ready and waiting I can put in this to be the gunner and the pilot. That is really lovely. So there we go, that is it for this unboxing. I do need to say a massive thank you to Erik for taking the time to send this stuff over. It really is so kind of you. I've put some Toy Polloi stuff in the post to you, including one of the rare Mile of Mayhem stickers that you only get if you help with the Mile of Mayhem project. So a massive thank you to Erik. I do hope you have enjoyed this unboxing video. If you have, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell to be notified each time I upload a new video. And if you really enjoyed it, then why not head on over to my main channel Toy Polloi and subscribe there as well. And thanks for watching.